Hello neighbors, it's Brad here at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at the Curt Ball Mount. Now this one has an 8-inch drop and also a 6-inch rise, depending on which way that you orientate it and the way that you mount your ball. Right now we have it in the rise position. Now this is going to mount into your 2-inch hitch receiver, and what's really nice is it's going to give you 11.5 inches from the hitch pin hole to the center where you mount your ball, and that's going to extend this out, making sure that the trailer doesn't make contact with the vehicle when hooking up. Now as far as weight capacity goes, it depends on which way that you have it mounted. So in our rise position, this is going to give us a gross trailer weight rating of 3,500 pounds, which is the weight of the trailer plus the accessories loaded up. You're also going to have a tongue weight rating, which is going to be the downward pressure put on the ball mount at 350 pounds. Now in the drop position, it's actually going to bump up. Your gross trailer weight rating goes up to 5,000, and that tongue weight is going to be 500. Now, as far as that gross trailer weight rating, you're also going to want to take into account the other things going into that, and that's going to be the ball, which is not included with the ball mount, so making sure you get one that's rated high enough for the trailer. Same with your hitch and the vehicle. So you have to compare all those, take the lowest of the numbers, and that's going to be the highest amount that you can tow. So in this rise position, based on our 5,000 pound ball, the hitch, and the vehicle, we're limited at 3,500 pounds. Now the reason the ball isn't included is because you want to match this up to the trailer that you're going to be hooking up to. So you're going to check your coupler to make sure that you have the right size ball. You're also going to make sure that it's going to be an inch diameter on the shank of the ball, because that's what we have on our ball mount. So you can also determine whether or not you're going to be in that rise or lower position. So you are going to have to torque this down accordingly. Now, if you've never torqued down the ball on a ball mount before, it's not too terribly hard to do, and I do have a tip that's going to help you. So we can take a look at that, and that way you can get yours torqued down properly. What we're going to do is put this to the side, and this is going to hold it in place, allowing us to get this torqued down. Now we're going to be using this in a rise position, so set it up the way that you want it on your hitch, and I'm just going to hand tighten this down to where it's going to be nice and snug. And at this point, you're going to need a large wrench. Now you could probably get away with a large crescent wrench because chances of having 1 5/8 is going to be probably rare. But if you need to go out and purchase one, you can normally get these at an auto parts store. But again, a large pair of channel locks or a crescent wrench should be able to adjust to that. Now I'm going to place this here on the ball. You have a slot there for it. And then on the nut side, we'll be using our torque wrench. Now, the torque settings come with the ball, so just make sure that you adjust your torque wrench properly. And we'll be using an 1.5 inch socket here. Now, if you need a torque wrench, you're gonna want a 1/2 inch here because the torque setting is rather high, and some of your smaller 3/8 won't even go up to that. But we have these here available at eTrailer. And they're really nice for when working on anything that has a torque setting. You know that you have it properly snugged down. It's not going to, again, be overly tight or loose. So we'll just go ahead, keep cranking this down while I hold this straight. And you're going to want to align this just for aesthetics purpose. Just kind of keep this nice and straight here. But we'll continue on with our torquing until we get it properly torqued, and our torque wrench will let us know when. Something else to keep in mind, it does not come with the pin and clip, so you're going to want to pick one of those up to keep this in place. So a standard one's going to hold this in, but if you want to make sure that you can lock this in place and no one can walk away with it, we have locking ones available here at eTrailer. That way you can lock it in place, leave it on the vehicle, and it's not going to be coming off until you put the key in there. Now all that's left to do is to hook up to our trailer. So now with our safety chains in place and our wiring plugged in, we're ready to hit the road and start towing. And that was a look at the Curt Ball Mount with an 8-inch drop or a 6-inch rise.